Hello once again, Star Wars Unboxing fans, and welcome to another edition of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, and a particularly warm welcome to our new subscribers, of which we got a ton this week, and that's really cool. So I just want to let you know this channel is all about unboxing Star Wars related items, little bit of commentary, really just I'm not really out for this for anything more than to share the love of Star Wars collecting with the fans out there that are also interested in that. We do mainly unboxings in the Darth Tuba studio here, and occasionally we will go kind of out on the road and do some toy hunting. I'm also a big Disney fan, so we make a lot of trips to Walt Disney World, and with Galaxy's Edge opening, you can be sure that we'll be getting some episodes recorded from Galaxy's Edge in the near future. So lots of stuff that goes on here. So, check out all the videos that have been dropped, and be sure to check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing page on Facebook. Okay, and you can email me darthtuba77@gmail.com if you have any lengthy questions you need to want, or any requests for different types of unboxings. Today we are continuing our Triple Force Friday haul opening. Okay, with many of the, or I guess pretty much the remaining Funko Pops items. I think I did all the ones that were related specifically to the Rise of Skywalker and the Mandalorian, along with this really interesting Black Series mystery box. Okay, so it's kind of like a subscription box, but it's just a one-off thing that Target was selling. So we'll get to this last because I have no idea what's inside of it. All right, so why don't we just kind of work our way through? We'll go in order of release. So we have the Mandalorian coming, and the Funko Pops have always been a really awesome idea. I just can't get over how many there are in so many different formats. It's crazy that they have so many, and I think it's cool, but I don't collect them all. I'm not actively searching for every single one that's out there. This is the Mandalorian himself. Okay, really cool. And by the way, for the uninitiated, no, this is not Boba Fett. This is in no way Boba Fett. This takes place far after Boba Fett's demise in the Sarlacc, although they're saying he's survived. So, to my knowledge, this is not being played by, this is not Boba Fett. This is a completely different character who just happens to wear the same Mandalorian armor, hence the title, The Mandalorian. So, really cool. Love the shout out to the holiday special, which is where you first did get introduced to Boba Fett as a Mandalorian at the time, and his cool nifty weapon, and the baubles are really cute. It's a cool way to kind of feature that. Let's get him right there. I think, oh no, we do have one more. We have his trusty sidekick, IG-11. Yes, he looks a lot like the bounty hunter droid IG-88, but he's not IG-88. He's IG-11. Now some people ask, well, why do that? Why have a completely separate droid that looks exactly like a thing? Well, first of all, a droid is a droid. There's lots of different droid looks. There's the R2 units. There are C-3PO type looking units. There are the R5 units, and these are just the IG series units. Okay, we've only seen so far in the movies, and I think a little bit in the Clone Wars and/or Rebels, we've seen an IG-88 character. But if you read any of the legendary series or the Clone Wars or things like that, even things that are considered canon, IG-88 has his own story, or its own story, and therefore, I read an article that the creators of The Mandalorian didn't really want to tramp all over that. A, because it's already been done, and B, because there's a chance that there might be another story in there that might involve IG-88, and they don't want to box that character in a corner, whereas this character is brand new and he can have his own adventures. So really cool. There's a great scene in the preview where he kind of is shooting all around him with one arm shooting guns this way and the other one like completely behind him, like in complete reverse, and it's a really cool effect. And it's true, it's like, why do droids have to only fight one way? They can look all over the place. So really cool. We'll find a nice place on the shelf next to, I don't know if they're partners in crime here or what have you, but that's what we have. Okay, moving on. Why don't we start with, I picked some odd ones, okay, for the Rise of Skywalker. I am actually a firm fan, 100% loyal fan of Cully Marie Tran and the Rose character. And I love the way they have her looking here. She's definitely growing as a character. There's going to, even just in her costume alone, there is a definite, like, more resistant leader. I mean, she had to become some type of resistant leader. They pretty much took out most of the resistance in The Last Jedi. So, you know, whoever was left is going to be the ones that kind of take charge. So, she is, it's a really, really cool look. She almost has the reverse, I can't really see it on the back here, but she almost has, like, the reverse, oops. My unboxing boxes fell, excuse me. She already almost has like a Leia thing on the back there, which is kind of with the two buttons, which is kind of cool. But just really kind of, you know, bad to the bone, ready to do some serious resisting. That's what I'm thinking. And this one will find a happy place next to the character of Leia, and I have several Leia pops, and Lieutenant Connix will definitely find a place next to my Leia figure. Lieutenant Connix was played by Billie Lourd, who is the daughter of Carrie Fisher. So, you know, I'm happy that, I hope that the character, you know, it seems like in the first movie, in The Force Awakens, she was barely mentioned, just there briefly. In the second movie, she got a little bit more, a few lines, a little bit more part of the story. I'm hoping that continues the trend with this character. I just hope to see more of it. If I don't, it's okay. But it's nice. It's like a nice living connection to Carrie Fisher. So Billie Lourd or Lieutenant Connix, again, kind of setting up like she's definitely moving up the ranks. And lastly, my favorite, the OT Lando Calrissian returning. I love everything about this character before I've even seen this movie. I love the fact that I gotta say, you know, and the characters and the actors that play them obviously do not age in the exact same way. Okay, the characters age the way the writers and the director want them to age, and the actors in real life age the way they want to age. All right, they look a certain way and whatever. And I always felt like this look of Lando, and I will tell you, there is a Funko Pop kind of mini movie, like a 2-minute movie or minute and a half movie that features this character, the Lando Calrissian character, and the Rey character, along with I think BB-8 in there too. And it's such an adorable. They're going in, they're trying to get the Falcon to work, and it has all these things getting in, you know, all these things, these consoles breaking and blowing up and stuff. But they managed to get it working, and it's no dialogue, just a few grunts and that kind of stuff, almost like a Lego thing. It is so cute, and I gotta say, I'm loving the way they look. I'm loving that they took him straight out of Solo. Same shirt, same outfit, same cape. I think that's great. I'm a firm lover of the movie Solo: A Star Wars Story. I really hope that their rumors are true, that they're going to bring many of those characters back in something with Disney Plus. I don't care if it's Disney Plus or in the movie theater. I get why they consider it a failure financially. I just laughed that it was considered a failure, even though it made more money than like a bunch. I got a half a dozen of the Marvel movies over the years, but it also costs a lot of money, and therefore they didn't really make any money. So I get that. I get the flop thing, but I enjoyed the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, watch the movie. Is it a movie we need? No. Okay, no Star Wars movie is a movie we need. It's a fun movie. It's a fun romp. And the Lando character played by Donald Glover he did an amazing job. But to tie it in with this character, I am so excited. With the cane, I mean, I just want to see it. And again, as I age, I want to see the original trilogy characters, you know, have a little bit more time. It doesn't matter if they're all together or not. I don't really care about that. I'm glad that I got to see, you know, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, Billy D. Williams, literally every character that's still that where the actor is still alive. Almost every single one of them has had some connection to the new trilogy, and I think that's really cool. So there's my favorite, Billy D. All right, so I'm gonna set these guys off to the side here. All right, and let's talk about this. Now, the mystery box thing is a pretty cool thing. I think you know, I've learned to, you know, temper my excitement with them, only because not in the sense that I never take part in them. Here I am. I purchased this one, but more because I feel that you know, if you keep doing it, eventually the surprises are going to become not so surprising. Okay. A lot of Comic-Cons, when you go to, and even smaller cons, there'll be people that have subscription, but not something like surprise boxes, mystery boxes, and they'll sell them, and it could be anything in there. And they say it's like twice the value of what you pay or whatever. I mean, it's a cool thing, but I'm also curious about how much. I don't collect everything with the Star Wars label on it, so I only get these from time to time. But this was something new, and it was something new for Target, so I thought I would give it a shot. So we will open this up, and again, I'm sure that if you've seen other unboxing shows, there is a similar thing. I do believe it says on the back. Before I open it, it says on the back here that you have. Okay, it says that there is a mystery Black Series figure, that there's an exclusive Lucasfilm comic book, that there is a pin and a knit hat. So they're not really, that was on the outside of the box, so they're not really giving you too much of a surprise. But let's see what we got. Okay, this is cool. All right, so this and it is kind of themed. Okay, we've got the Journey to Star Wars: A Rise of Skywalker, Star Wars Allegiance #1. There is a whole Journey to Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker series of comics. Sometimes they're one-offs or a couple of short part series dealing with different characters that you're going to see. And this one has the, I guess it's the Snowtrooper, the First Order Elite Snowtrooper on the box. So that is pretty cool. Now, it also includes a cap, which, a nice knit cap. I don't know exactly what the knit cap is. Thing here, I'll put it on. Actually, this is I like this cap actually. I don't know exactly what this insignia is. I'm sure I'll learn. It also comes with an enamel pin, the First Order pin. Okay, and I'll get close-ups of all this. Okay, and lastly, the Black Series Snowtrooper Elite, First Order Elite Snowtrooper. Okay, so that's kind of cool. This, I believe, is an exclusive. Okay, so that's really neat. There is something inside the box here that says the First Order Elite Snowtrooper. The latest generation of cold weather assault snowtroopers wear advanced insulated armor and helmets that reduce the glare of the terrain. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is pretty much it. Yeah, but still a cool little thing. I mean, everything in it is fun. It's very it's all themed together, which I like. Okay, it's definitely something that you can do. Now, I will say this to my new subscribers: I do unbox. I don't unbox everything. Every now and then, I'll keep some things in the box, but for the most part, I do prefer to unbox. I'm kind of excited that this was not a repeat of something else. Maybe somebody can leave in the comments. Here's a question for you. Has anybody bought this collector's mystery box and received something else other than what was in here? This seemed to be all Snowtrooper related. Was there another character related, or is the mystery really all the same for everybody? Which that has been done as well, so I can understand it. Now, the Snowtrooper, in my humblest of humble opinions, the Snowtrooper is such an interesting character, and I'll tell you why. Because it is essentially, I believe that they meaning the folks at Hasbro, were desperately wanting this to become a thing. They desperately wanted there to be an interest in this character. And the reason I say that is because the Snowtrooper existed in all three movies, yet you didn't see it in the Force Awakens because they cut the scene out. There was a scene, if you remember them leaving Starkiller Base, there was a whole scene with Finn and Rey kind of racing with on like a trooper speeder, and the troopers were chasing after them. That was, unfortunately, that's interesting. I wonder if I'm... that's interesting. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah. So there's that whole thing, and it got cut. But there were toys all along made with them. I mean, it was it was pretty crazy. It was really far along in production. If you watch the movie with the extras, you can see a ton of deleted scenes around it and stuff, all sorts of concept art, everything. But no Snowtrooper. You didn't see it anywhere in the movie when the movie was released. Then we get to Last Jedi, and there was a brief scene with them at the very end, walking through a crate. And so they did exist, so they could sell the figure. Now we have this coming out as a special one. I don't know if it's going to be in the movie or not. I like the figure, though. I like the character. I want to see this in the movie. I want to see them have a story. I'm glad we have a comic book. I don't normally read a lot of the comic books, but I am very much looking forward to reading this one because, who knows? We'll see what it is. So that is our unboxing for today. Again, let me know in the comments if you pick this up, the Collector's Mystery Box. It's available at Target. I think it's still available at Target, and if it's the same exact figure all the way around, or if it's something else. I don't really feel like buying a second one, but it is nice. I like that it's a figure like a snowtrooper, because you can army build if you do find, I can put it with my other snowtroopers, and it'd be cool. This one, of course, has a cape. Okay, so that gives it a little bit of variance. All right, so that's cool. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button, do all that other jazz. Find other find other shows that I've done. I've done well over 200 of them, and that's just a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Thank you again to all of my new subscribers. I'd ask each of you to maybe spread the word to other people you know. Maybe we'll get more subscribers. I'm really interested in doing that. I've been seeing an increase of viewership. I've been seeing an increase of things like that, and I'm really looking forward to just getting more content out. I got a ton more of this, at least 2 more shows of Triple Force Friday unboxings that I want to do. On top of that, I have a bunch of stuff that's come in the mail recently. On top of that, I have an auction item that I won that I want to share with everyone. And on top of that, there is another big ticket item, a couple of big ticket items coming in the mail. So lots of cool stuff to look forward to. So keep checking back. I drop on Wednesdays and Sundays. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.